My seat belt is on, my seat is adjusted for me, my mirrors are adjusted for me, my windshield's free and clear of obstructions. The steering wheel is turned to the left and the wheels are chalked in anticipation of the brake test. I'm going to perform 3 brake tests: my static brake test, my applied brake test, and my spring brake test. To begin, I'm going to turn the ignition to the on position. I'm going to release the parking brake, and we're going to begin the static brake test. I'm showing 90 pounds pressure in the tank. I should not lose more than 2 pounds per square inch in 1 minute as we sit here. So we're going to count off 1 minute. Okay, we've done 60 seconds, and in that 60 seconds, I did not lose more than 2 pounds per square inch. We'll now do the applied brake test. I'm going to apply my foot to the service brake and hold it for 1 minute, and there'll be an initial loss in pressure, small initial loss in pressure, but then after that minute, I should not lose more than 3 pounds. Again, small initial loss in pressure. Okay, my 60 seconds is up. We did not lose more than 3 pounds per square inch in 1 minute after that small initial loss in pressure. Now my spring brake test. We're going to test our warning devices. I'm going to pump the brakes to empty the air tanks, and at 90 pounds the wig-wag will drop. At approximately 60, the alarms will sound. At approximately 30, my spring brake and my parking brake will deploy. Wig-wag dropped at 90. My alarms are sounding and lights are on. And my parking brake was applied. It was successful. I'm now going to start the engine to refill the tanks. When I started the engine, my oil pressure is returning to normal, and all my gauges are resetting. While the tanks are refilling, I'm going to check my switches and my instrument panel. Starting at the top, follow your hand. Top row, step well heater, driver defrost, rear heater, you can hear it. My boost pump, which we won't leave on, that's really only relevant in the winter to help force air back to the rear of the bus. My heated mirror lights, heated mirror defrost, turn that on and off. My destination sign, turning it on, I can see it's illuminated in my crossover mirrors. This is my crossing arm. It's automatically armed to go on when the door opens, if the master is on. My driver dome light is illuminated. Dome lights in the passenger compartment are illuminated. I'm going to turn on arm my master switch for later. So when I open the door, all my lights will work. Move my hand up here on the dash, my left overhead fan, my right overhead fan. Move my hand down here to my headlights, do my 4 H's. My headlights on, my high beams, I can see them toggling in my crossover mirrors, and the high beam blue indicator light on the dash is working. And then my horn, and to help refill the tanks more quickly and keep the bus idling, I'm going to turn on my high idle by turning on the cruise control, and setting the accelerator. So that's my 4 H's. I can now proceed to my instrument cluster, start on the left, and talk about each of the gauges in turn. My DEF is adequate. That's my diesel emission fluid. Bus temperature is about 175, which is normal. My oil pressure is normal. This is my RPM indicator. My speedometer. My voltage meter is showing 14, which is normal. My fuel is adequate. I've got almost a full tank. My 2 air tanks are both full. They're just slightly above 120. So because of that, I can now turn off, reset my wigwag. While I'm up here, my windshield is free and clear of damage and cracks. The rubber around the windshield is again free clear of damage or cracks or splits. My windshield wipers are not damaged or frayed. I can test my windshield wipers and washers. They work properly. While my hand is here, I'm going to check my left turn signal. It's working on the left. I can see it in the mirror and on the side of the bus and on the dash. Right hand, I can see it in the crossover mirrors and on the side indicator and on the dash. Move my hand up. I'm going to turn on my hazard lights. I can see them working in my crossover mirrors and on the dash and on the side indicators. The other flasher I need to check is my state yellows. So I'm going to press state yellow, turn them on. I can see them operating in my crossover mirrors. So while that's happening, I'll then get up and I can go to the back to check, make sure my hazard lights and my state yellows are working properly. Before I do that, we'll stop, take a look at the cabin of the bus. We have 8 emergency exits on this bus, 4 window exits, all properly labeled. 2 emergency doors, one on the side, one in the back, properly labeled and with red lights illuminated properly. And we have 2 roof hatches properly labeled. So we'll proceed to the back to check. And I'll check the seat bottoms as we go. Make sure that they're not loose. Spring seat is working. come up to the front before you sit down. Body fluid cleanup kit and the first aid kit are firmly secured in front of the bus. We have our emergency triangles are secured there. And down here is our fire extinguisher and the indicators in the green. I'll now sit down. I've finished the interior check, and we're now going to proceed with to begin the outside, pre-tripping the outside. What we do is open the door. What that does is my red lights come on, my state reds are working, and my signs, stop signs are deployed, and the red indicator light is working on the dash.